Darieth has laid out this process. She's taking the mystery out of the process of holding a workshop. Our energy and our relationship with the people that we are presenting our content to, nothing replaces that. You know, it's like infectious, and I think that's what people really are craving. You inspire them, a spark happens within them, and next thing you know is that they desire to hear from you again. There's nothing that replaces being in front of somebody and touching them in such an intimate way.
In the most recent workshop that I hosted, I had in mind throughout the 3 days on ways to promote additional services. And so with Darieth's help, I was able to actually put together a new offer, something that I had pieced together, and it was just so complicated in my own mind, and I was able to simplify it and offer a whole new coaching package to a client, whereas before I wouldn't have known how to make that next step.
I feel like in the online marketing world that I've been part of for the last 5 years, there's a loss of that personal connection. And no matter how hard I try to do that, even through live Facebook video and through creative posting and fun pictures, I still feel like there's a missing piece. I can't just get quite close enough to the people that I'm working with and coaching with every day. Using the workshop formula is going to help me because I have gone to several academies and live workshops and I've bought different training academies and all of these things to help me put this grand plan together for internet marketing. And for me, it's so overwhelming because I'm not a real techie person. Using the workshop formula helped me find a place where my material could rest best. The fact that I can do it at my own pace and time and on my schedule, and if I get interrupted, I can come right back to it. I highly would recommend the workshop formula just for the standpoint of being able to finally have a place and a way to deliver your important messages and content in a very interactive, face-to-face connection with small groups of people rather than trying to reach the masses. One of the questions that Darieth had asked me when this all started was, what's the big question that people come to you all the time about, and how can you deliver a solution to that problem? How do I make this easy and accessible to people? And I feel like the workshop formula would let me do that in a very quick and easy format that people can immediately customize and make action steps that day as to how they're going to go home and attack this themselves in their own home environment.
Working the workshop formula was fantastic because I felt as though it worked right along with personal coaching, and I was able to really figure out how to create workshops and the research and the work behind it. And I really had no idea prior to that. Working with people individually myself, just as Darieth worked with me, was not an idea that I had prior to the workshop formula, but that is really what I set out to do, to help people go through the book publishing process and possibly do it with their children like I did. Learning how to set up a workshop without a huge list of clients, without a very expensive website or tons of cash in your pocket, and really getting your information out there to people who care and want to hear it was fantastic. That was exactly what I needed. I always thought that hosting workshops or live events, that there was a lot more to it financially, technologically, and in all the other arenas, when really you could present your workshop through the workshop formula simply, easily, and effectively.